Yo, 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 what's up? We got another episode of Nothing Nice. If you didn't know, now you know. I'm your man JB. I'm here with my brother Mook Jones. How you feeling, bro?
Mook Jones in the building, man. Another day, another dollar, man.
You
Think
you
I'm
at
at,
that dollar, bro?
I think I'm at 70 cents, man. 70 cents. Getting closer
You
and
locked in
closer.
at 76? You getting closer and closer, bro. All right, and then we got a new guest in the building. He's also in the fantasy football league with us.
What's
Yo, we
up?
got we got Money Mitch in here. What's good, boy?
What's up? What's up, man? I'm good, brother. Good. Another
Yeah,
day,
how you
man.
how you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Another day, man. I'm just happy, man, to be here, man.
Bro, appreciate you pulling
Yeah.
up. Yo,
Yeah.
before we get into it, y'all remember, like, share, comment, subscribe, send it to everybody, all that stuff. Hit us with the likes, the comments. You already know the vibes. All right, so let's get into it. Firstly, I'm gonna give y'all an update on the fantasy league. Your boys in second place. Mitch and uh Mitch and Mook right now are in first place with undefeated records. I took my first loss last week, but it's just a setback for a big comeback. Me and Mook
Yeah.
play each other this week. I'm, y'all already know what's gonna happen. Me against Mook, that's like an automatic dub. You already know the vibes, right, Mook?
Like, I'm Bud
Yeah.
in this situation. You Canelo.
No sir, no sir. You two like to be Bud.
I'm
You
Bud.
Canelo.
I'm Bud in this situation.
And Bud we trust. Yo, okay. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. Last week we had some grade A games. We talked about some games where we picked them. Mook, right now you at 4. I'm at 3. The Phil's at 3 as well. Let's start with the Texans, man. I know we just gonna jump to Monday. The
Hold on,
Texans.
hold on, hold on. Hold on. Before we
Hold on.
go
Go
anywhere,
ahead. What's up, bro?
let me toot my own horn. Now,
Okay,
I
go
don't
ahead.
know exactly what episode it was, but I kind of predicted this Joe Burrow thing. I said he was right on schedule to be hurt this season. Did I
Oh
didn't say that
no,
earlier.
no, you definitely said it.
I said he was right on schedule. I said he played a full season last year. I said he's right on schedule to be hurt this year. And I'm
You
not
said
talking, I'm not putting that in the air. I'm just telling you, this man, it's a madness, it's a method to his madness, man. It's part of his thrill. He come back after this
yeah,
season and then he's down the next season. Some way, somehow. He's right on schedule, people. I called it. Back to the
man.
schedule,
Listen.
back to the schedule programming now.
All right, and we'll definitely get into that. But let's start with the Texans, man. So Mitch is in the H. He's a super Houston everything
You know it.
fan. Let's talk about the Texans. Are you worried, bro?
I'm not worried, man. I think for us, man, it's offense right now. I think like we got all these new pieces. We got new O line, new receivers, new offensive coordinator, new run. I'm like everything new right now. So offense is just no rhythm. It's just looking bad right now on offensively, but our defense doing a thing. Special teams doing a thing. We blocked the punt. So I feel like we just offense, man. We just ain't catching no rhythm. Offensive line new, offensive coordinator new. It's just a lot with that right now. So I think we by like week 4, our offense will be straight. But if we lose
Okay,
to the Jaguars next week, I'm worried. I ain't gonna cap. If we lose to them Sunday, yeah, I'm worried.
bro. If y'all lose to the Jags on Sunday, it's all red flags. All right, so
Yes,
tell me this, and I know this is like bringing in somebody else new, but it looks like the Bills are probably gonna end up winning this game against the Dolphins. If they do, and Tyreek Hill comes out again talking about he's not happy, as a Texans fan, are you saying, hey, pick up the phone and try to make that trade for Tyreek Hill?
I'm cool. I don't want to. I'm good on him.
Nico on one side and Rico on the other?
Nah, I'm good. I'd rather build what we got. I think we got. I think we got. I think we gonna run the ball anyway. More so, we got enough receivers to do what we need to do. We got these running backs. I think we're gonna have to run a lot, run off the play action. We got Nico. That's enough. Kirk, Christian Kirk gonna do his thing. Higgins, the rookie. I think all of them just gotta keep playing together.
Got a
Keep
mesh.
yeah. Got to mesh
Okay.
together. Chemistry.
Okay, no, that's solid. What's up, Mook? What you think, bro?
I think Texas is gonna be all right. I've been telling people all week, man, the Texans is okay. It's gonna be okay. It's a long season. They got new pieces. The running the receivers are just not getting healthy, you know what I'm saying? I think Tank Dell's still supposed to be coming back, if not back already. I just think it's just gonna take a little time. I mean, they're in a weak division. I mean, they
Yeah.
chasing Daniel Jones. I mean, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Daniel Jones, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
No, no, no. What are you
But
saying? I don't know what you're saying. What you saying?
I'm just saying,
All I'm
man.
seeing, the close to 2-0. That's all I see right now. So what are you seeing?
I'm just saying, man. The division is going to be better in the future, but right now it's the Texans to lose. And I think by the time they get into division play, they're going to be ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's coming up. That's coming up Sunday, man. When I watch the Texans, for me, two things stuck out. They have to figure out their identity on offense, but they have to do it sooner rather than later. Uh, I think Nick Chubb should get more touches. Lean on him a little more right now until Joe Mixon is back in a couple weeks. I think that on defense, though, because at the end of that game with Tampa Bay, they were up. They were up. Tampa had to do the 2-minute drill to get a touchdown to win, and they got a touchdown to win. In that scenario, man, what I would want to see, I need to see a timeout call
Yeah. That's
on
what.
that
Yeah.
drive.
Mm-hmm.
Man, watching them, defense was gassed. They didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know their assignments. They were basically just matching up with whoever was in front of them and saying, "Okay, hopefully this will work." And you can't win like that. They had two timeouts, and you don't get to take them home with you, and they don't carry over to the next week. I would want to see them go ahead and go out there and call those timeouts. There's
Yeah.
no reason not to.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. That
Yeah.
we was
So go.
gassed in the red zone. Once we got in that red zone, like it was over. They was gassed. You got to time out. You got to call time. D'Amico know he tripped on that, man. You got.
I mean, even coaches got to get in rhythm too, man. I mean, like, you got to get in that rhythm. Like I said, it's still early. I mean, it's good. It's better to get your mistakes out the way early than doing it later. So I feel like you get the jitters out. You know what I'm saying? You go through the tough part in the beginning. You start rolling towards the middle. And near the end, you're steamrolling. We know that defense is gonna be elite all the way through. Um,
Mm.
I hate that some of the defensive players got hurt before they could even insert themselves, like a Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I had a real hot take on him earlier this year, only for him to get hurt. And
Petrie. Petrie still hurt.
yeah, and I was in my bag with that one too, man. But I think they're gonna be okay, man. Like I said, defense is gonna keep them in the game. Um,
Yeah.
and also I see that that CJ that CJ is a little, you know, he got to learn to trust that line. He got to learn how to step up in that pocket right now. But he got hit so much last year, he was running for his life. It's just like it's like what Pat Mahomes going through right now in Kansas. Man, after you take a beating like that, man, you trickle happy. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get rid of before your time, and you miss throws, you miss threes. I mean, you miss reads in your progression. So I think with time, that's going to get better. I have no worries about this team in that division. Now, if they was in a stronger division like the ALC East or you know
AFC North.
ALC North, yeah, I would say, man, be worried. But in the ALC South, man, I don't really have no words for the Titans. And I do worry about Cam growing up before our eyes. But even if he do, his receivers are failing him right now. They can't catch a cold outside, putting it
Nah, they can't.
in 32-degree weather. So
Yeah.
Man, no, that's big facts. Okay, so tell me, so let's switch it up real quick. Did y'all get a chance to catch Dallas and the Giants in that instant classic game?
I did. I saw the second half. I
Man,
saw.
not for nothing. I know we threw a pick at the end, but Russell Wilson looks real good, man. What you
yeah.
think, Mook?
And I'm always rocking with my boy Russell, man. I don't care what nobody say, bro. I just And I feel like Russell can't do nothing good enough. With Jackson Dart had a good preseason, bro. I just feel like no matter what he do, they're gonna say, it's because everybody can do it on the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? So
450 yards.
yeah, if he comes out, because you see how they trying to bring him in for little package plays to like for running and stuff. So they already trying to sprinkle him in and everything. So yeah, man, I like Russ, man. I just don't feel like he's gonna get the proper chance in New York. I feel like in the first game they had, it wasn't no game plan. They didn't have no balance. They couldn't block anybody in that Washington game. And I feel like in
Right.
this game, he went toe to toe with that. And I said it before the season started. And before snap was even had. I said I think Dak is gonna have MVP type season. Hey, you're gonna hear a lot of me saying Mook was right in these situations because I happen to be the best in the game doing it right now. I did say this. I said, man, look, I think Dak's trying to have an MVP type season. And so far in 2 weeks, Dak is playing better football than anybody other than Justin Herbert. I'm not big on Justin Herbert, but you gotta give respect where respect is due. I gotta be fair. Justin Herbert has been playing out of his mind this year. So them the two best looking quarterbacks I've seen in the first 2 weeks. Dak and Justin Herbert. And really can't and Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson has been looking phenomenal. All four of those quarterbacks been looking phenomenal. But like right now, if I had to pick one, I would say it would be Dak for sure.
Okay. What's up, Mitch? What you thinking, bro?
Like about Russell,
Yeah, about Russell, the Giants. What are you thinking? Or even the Cowboys. What are you thinking from them?
I think Russ, man. I think he done, bro. He had a good game or whatever, but he a backup now, bro. That's just my
Why?
opinion.
450 yards?
On the bad defense, I mean, he had a good game, but that week one, even last year, I just don't. I don't see him like what he. What you okay? What would you really want Russ to do this year? You think he gonna get into the playoffs? I mean, he could play. I'm not saying he can play, but like he not changing. I think whatever Jackson Dart could do, he could do. I think they will win the same amount of games with this roster. So why
I,
not just go? Why not just go with youth?
I don't know about that. Mook, that's your guy. 100 bands,
Man,
pots bands. What you think?
If I'm Russ looking at this game tonight, I'm trying to get to Miami. Sierra like it better in Miami than New York. Let's go to Miami. And my boy can throw in the cold. My boy can throw the ball in the cold. He threw the ball in Seattle. Because look, they're going to give Jackson Dart. They're going to hand the keys over to Jackson Dart. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's unfair to Russ because I don't mean to get on my boy Mitch, but Mitch literally came right after me and said everything I just said that they were going to say. He brought up the Washington game. Then he brought up the
I'm
fact
being.
he did it
I
against Dallas defense. So, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to give him a chance. They're going to write him out. So it ain't nothing he can
all
do.
right.
It's a reason why the Giants have the toughest schedule in the National Football League. They've already been put out. It's been put out that they got the toughest schedule in the National Football League. I don't understand how the Giants, sorry if they ain't got the toughest schedule in the National Football League, bewilders me. But
Okay. So here's all I want to say to that though. So I don't think Russ is done either. I'm with you on that one. But instead of Miami, if I'm Russ, I'm not trying to get to Miami. If I'm Russ, I'm trying to get to Minnesota. If if because Minnesota is closer to being Super Bowl ready than Miami is to being Super Bowl ready. If I'm Russ, get me with Justin Jefferson because the same way he's throwing that ball at neighbors, he can do that same thing with Jefferson. Except that Jefferson's a better wide receiver and they have a better team in Minnesota than they do in Miami.
let
Miami
me
has a
ask,
So
solid team.
let me ask, let me
Minnesota
ask,
has a ready right
let me
now
ask
team.
y'all this question.
What's up?
This the like. What do y'all expect Russell to do with a team? If you get Russell, what is your expectation? We got Russell Wilson. What are we expecting now
You
as a
can
team?
okay, so you can legitimately have a puncher's chance depending on what team, depending on who's around them. Hey, Trent Dilfer. Hey, never. Look, let's never forget Joe Flacco, Trent Dilfer, and there's been other quarterbacks that have won Super Bowls that have been less talented than what Russ is right now. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm
Pittsburgh, he
wrong.
was in that situation. He had a
Kurt,
tough defense.
Kurt Warner in his when he was with the Cardinals, that
Right.
Cardinals team that was around him was really good. Kurt Warner was cool, but that squad that was around him, that was not the same Kurt Warner that
Kurt
was in.
Warner was better than Russell, but we ain't got to get into that.
Nah,
He was definitely better than Russell. But
no,
look, come on, man. But yeah, look, let me
no.
see. No, I'm saying this though. Like, what I'm saying is like with Russell Wilson, if we just being realistic, like if you get Russell Wilson, it's not like, oh, we can win a ring now. It's just like, oh, okay, we got a quarter.
Mitch, I got a question for you.
He was
I
just
got a
on
question for you.
Pittsburgh with this amazing defense. Pittsburgh is all they missing is a quarterback. And he ain't do
Nah,
nothing.
no.
Win.
They also Pittsburgh was missing a quarterback and a running back. Pittsburgh, where they messed up is they stayed with Ben Roethlisberger too long, and that set the franchise back
Right.
like half a decade. That's what that was.
He
So
had Najee
Pittsburgh,
Harris. He had Pickens. He had a great defense. All
they
you
they
needed was
had
him.
they had a really good defense. Pickens is good, but
He's
I mean,
cold.
is he top five?
Nah.
And then also having a top five wide receiver doesn't automatically put you in there. And then they had no running game. I mean, they had absolutely no
Najee
running game.
Harris.
No running game is what I said.
They got Najee Harris and the guy who's starting this year. They
if
got both of them.
Najee Harris, if this was Alabama, I would be like, okay, yeah. But what has Najee done in the league, bro? What has Najee done in the league? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Hey, Mitch, I got a question, Mitch.
What's up?
You asked the question about Russell Wilson.
Right.
80% of the quarterbacks, what you expect them to do? What you expect out of them?
It's game changers to me.
80%
It's
of the
people that I
quarterbacks.
feel like, huh?
80% of the quarterbacks, what do you really expect out of them? Honest.
I expect.
95, really.
I'm a, look, this is my thing, bro. Like with Russell, if we really go into Russell, right? After the Legion and Boom, he didn't do nothing really. He didn't really win nothing. I think. What did he win after them? After Legion and
Only
Boom and Marshawn Lynch,
he
what did he do?
he only went on to account for over 80 to 90% of their offense for the next 5 to 6 years, and they went to the playoffs every single year after
Every
the Legion of
year.
Boom.
Every year.
He only never had a losing season until he went to Denver. And he wouldn't have had a losing season. In this second year, he was going to take them to
Sean
the
Payton.
playoffs, and Sean Payton pulled them.
Yeah, Sean Payton just
They was
benched
on a
him.
5-game winning streak.
The
He
team didn't
pulled them
even understand it.
and put a statement in. And
Yep.
then let's not talk about Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh refused to freaking throw the ball in the last bit of the season because our boss wants to run the ball when it goes to the line. They couldn't block for nobody. And Nigel Harris was really that's why Pickens wanted out. And my whole
I,
thing
Yep.
was,
I
check
you're
this
not gonna
out.
like it. I just think.
My
I
whole
just think
thing
he over.
was, my whole
I
thing
think he
was,
been overrated to me.
you said what now?
He one of the guys in the league. To me, he's just overrated to me, bro. That's just me. He
Who your
overrated, bro.
quarterback?
Huh?
Who your quarterback?
Quarterback. I don't really got no necessary quarterback, but who I like, it's a lot of quarterbacks I like. I can't just name one, but like, I mean, who you want to say who I think better? It's a lot of people
Oh,
better than
okay.
him.
Let me ask you this. What you think about Matthew Stafford?
Top 5 in the league.
Yeah, top 5 loser.
Top 5 quarterback.
Top 5 loser. He been look. You know why I think a
What?
loser? He lost
He
way
won
more
a
than he
ring.
won in his career. You had
He brought them a
Megatron.
ring,
You had Megatron, and you was winning 2 games a season. 3 games
and
a
he
season.
went to.
One is
They
16.
everybody knew. Right. I'm saying everybody knew the Lions was trash. He went to a team that was good and won the whole thing. Like he's been killing the whole time. Like he just been in Detroit. Once he went to a team that was good, He won it.
Well,
Like
I'm
it's
just saying.
nothing.
Listen,
Everybody.
I'm gonna say this respect. If you were that good, you could change a losing franchise. If you top five like they say, the one thing I can say about Joe Burrow, the one thing I can say about Joe Burrow, that the Lions, that the Bengals stuck just like the Lions did, if he got there and things changed. All I'm saying is Matthew Stafford was there, had Golden Tate, had Megatron, and still couldn't win 5 freaking games a year on a consistent basis.
Look.
not just that,
Respectfully,
not just that
Detroit
though.
is the worst. They're way worse than Bengals. Detroit was garbage our whole life. At least
Hey, hey,
Detroit had
hey.
some time. At least the
Jared
Bengals
Goff is
had
there
some
right now
time. Like,
shining though. Jared Goff is right
huh?
now in Detroit. Jared Goff is in Detroit right now shining. But even beyond
It's
that,
new. Yeah, it's a new time. But I'm talking about like before that.
yeah.
Before Stafford.
But even going with that, there are several quarterbacks that you could really put with that Rams team. Because remember, he didn't win the MVP of the Super Bowl. So there are several quarterbacks that you really could have put in that spot. Like, what's
Really?
oh my gosh, Cooper Cup was basically cooking Eli Apple. That's why he was the MVP of that game. Cooper Cup was cooking Eli Apple the entire game. So if you tell me there are 10 quarterbacks that you could put in that role where you say, throw the ball to that Cooper Cup against that Eli Apple and they won't eat, Odell was cooking in the first half of that game until he ended
Right.
up tearing his ACL, I believe it was. And then Cooper Cup cooked the second half of the game. Man,
They had Jared Goff and they lost. Got him and won.
yeah, but when Jared Goff was there, they were still making the playoffs. So I'll say this: he is a step above Jared Goff. I'll give you that. I wouldn't argue that. But if you put Justin Herbert in that situation, not Justin Herbert, that's crazy.
Nah.
If you put Josh Allen in that situation, Josh Allen would have won with that team. Lamar would have won with that team. Jalen Hurts would have won with that same team. A lot of guys would have won with that squad.
I don't think it was that. If it was, bro, I think anybody would have won the next
Because
season or something. Like, I
okay,
don't know, bro.
how come he hasn't been back?
He was hurt. He was hurt. Wasn't he hurt last year?
No, he
He
wasn't
played.
hurt last year.
He played.
But last year they was bad anyways, though.
Yeah, they
I'm
made it
trying to
to
look at
the.
the. I'm trying to look real quick. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah,
But last year
they
he did.
made it to the division.
What was their record last year?
They made the playoffs last year. They were in the division playoffs, and then they
Yeah,
ended up losing.
and that was a trash team. That Rams team was not fire last year. No, I couldn't name one person on the defense. Who was the receiver? Cooper Cup was on his last leg. I mean, they had
And
Puka
Puka
and a running back, that Williams guy. But I'm like,
Williams, who was
with that
cooking
team,
last year. How many guys? Okay, so then it becomes so basically he needs a loaded team to win, is what you're
yeah.
telling me.
Well,
If he
but right
doesn't,
now he had his career,
So let me hear this out. So let me understand
right.
this. You said that that he was so great because they beat Sam Darnold last year in the playoffs. Boom. He's an even bigger loser. He's an even bigger loser than Matthew Stafford. They beat Sam Darnold. Wow, they did something. This man came on national TV and said, "I've seen ghosts." But
They was
you
14-2, wasn't they? Wasn't the Vikings cold last year?
that's the
yeah,
reason why they got rid of Sam
They
Darnold.
was 14-2.
I wouldn't call them. I wouldn't call them cold. The Vikings, they for sure exceeded expectations. I'll give you that. But the Vikings had a good team last year. They had good
Right.
pieces all over the field. So with them having good pieces, but the weak link was Sam Darnold for sure. Because Sam Darnold, if you give him like the lead, if he can front run and cook, he'll air it out. But if he
I
can't
tell you
front
what.
run on it,
I tell you what. If Russell was the quarterback for that Minnesota team, they would have won the Super Bowl. Right?
Nah, no way. Nah.
So one
He
thing
turned the
Russell
ball
ain't
over.
gonna do. One thing Russell
He
ain't
turned
gonna
the
do.
ball over too much for me.
You know what? You know one thing Russell ain't gonna do? He ain't gonna turn the ball over. He ain't gonna get in the way. Sometimes you can just stay out the way.
and that's why I say Russell should try to push his way to the Vikings. That's
But he ain't
exactly
gonna,
why I
bro, look,
said
let me tell you
Russ was
why.
cooked.
Hey,
Russell's done, bro.
hey, John.
It ain't nowhere he could go that he gonna win, bro.
Let me tell you why Russell won't go to Minnesota. Because that coach is tied to McCarthy. He spot the first round pick. So he's not gonna get off McCarthy because he's tied to McCarthy.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna get
But
off that pick.
if he went to Miami, it's not. I mean, it's not gonna. They'll may make the playoffs, maybe because the AFC is tough, so they
This,
may make the
this is why
playoffs. But
this is why I say
but
he will
also,
be.
Justin Jefferson doesn't want to waste his talents or his career playing with the quarterback that can't get him the ball. Because we seen different wide receivers basically missed their prime, or not, like it wasn't able to get as high as it should have been, rather, because of the quarterback who was throwing the ball. Whether that was AJ Green, whether that's Andre Johnson, like different CJ or Calvin Johnson, like different wide receivers weren't able to get off the way they're supposed to get off as far as their numbers and their accomplishments because of the quarterbacks that were tethered to them.
Yeah. But this is why I say Miami will be great. Who throw the best deep ball in the NFL? Russell Wilson.
Russell
Who the
Wilson for
best
sure.
receiver in the NFL? Tyreek Hill. Who's most like Tyler Lockett and Doug Baldwin? Jalen Waddle. It's a perfect fit in Miami.
I don't know, bro. I
But
don't
I'm like,
know.
but that's my question always is like, fit to do what though? Win or like just do well as a quarterback?
I'm gonna ask you again. 80% of the quarterbacks, what do you expect them to do?
I'll just get to the nitty gritty. Like, all right, cool. He goes to Miami, then what?
I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask you
That's where
this.
I'm at with it. Like, then
I'm gonna
what?
ask you
Like,
this.
he
Justin
just play good?
Herbert, Justin Herbert, Justin Herbert wins all these games. Then what?
No, he's trash. I'm not
Oh,
with the Justin Herbert.
okay, I'm
So
gonna keep naming them. Matthew Stafford goes to the playoffs, and then what? He don't
no
have
matter
old boy.
what,
He don't have old boy to save him. He don't have. He don't have Donald to save him.
Rams will go to the playoffs, and if he go wherever, Russell's not going to the
I'm
playoffs
gonna
this
say
year.
this. Can I say it again? He don't have
That's my
Aaron
that's what
Donald. He don't have Aaron Donald to save him in Los Angeles, the Rams. He don't have Aaron Donald.
right.
Go. He gets to the playoffs to do what? I'm
He
gonna
gonna
keep
go to
naming
the playoffs.
quarterbacks. I'm gonna keep
I'm
naming
saying
quarterbacks for you. Aaron
the
Rodgers.
difference is he gonna go to the playoffs, and no matter where Russell goes, he's not going to the playoffs.
I'm gonna ask you this. Aaron Rodgers go to the Pittsburgh Steelers to do what? He don't
And
have
Rodgers,
tickets at this point. They're gonna win 100% of the quarterbacks. You just saying, bro, I just want to see them play because I like the way they ball. Respect them. We can't really find two quarterbacks that we know can get there. And I can name them. There's Jalen Daniels, Josh Allen, Lamar,
Lamar
Lamar
Jackson,
Jackson,
Jackson.
and Pat Mahomes.
that's all you see that can get there.
Yeah.
All right,
Who you think? Did
Who
I
you
name
had
them?
him, Mitch?
I think the Rams can get there. I
Stop.
think.
Stop it. That man ain't gonna finish the season. You know he ain't.
You think the Rams that the roster and that coach, that McVay and them, they could get to the finals,
I'm
bro.
gonna be honest with you. Once he get cold and that man lay down, he might not play. That back
But
tighten up.
him hurts. Of course, Love. I think they can make it. Um, Allen, of course, Lamar, Mahomes. I'm going blank. I know it's more than
It
that,
ain't no
but
more. That's why.
off the top, I
It ain't to
think.
be
Oh,
continued.
Jared Goff. I think Goff and them, Detroit. If they caught a run, they could go. Um,
I'll be shocked if they did it.
You think golf?
they just
They lost two
they was just
coordinators.
in the championship.
They lost
No, I
two
think they
coordinators.
could, but I don't
They
think they could
lost
go
two
back.
coordinators.
I'm saying who has a chance that if it's possible, bro, they can go. If Detroit went, we not like what happened? Like they could go,
You
and it'll be
let
like, oh,
Chicago fool you. You let Chicago defense fool you right now.
You saying that they
they
could
were
play
good.
Chicago?
You
They was NFC. They was a game away from the Super Bowl last year.
no,
I'm not talking about this
no, they
year.
wasn't. They
There are
lost in
two
the
They was
games
division.
away.
NFC Championship.
They lost
No,
in the
no, no. They
division.
lost the divisional round.
They lost to a
Who
rookie.
the Eagles play
They lost to the Commanders.
They lost to a
in the
rookie.
NFC Championship?
No,
No,
in the
they
division.
lost. They lost to the Commanders, and then the Commanders lost to the Eagles.
Got it. But Detroit,
Yeah.
okay.
Now, in that game that Detroit lost, what was it like? 13 people were missing. 13 people were hurt. So, in fairness to
That ain't
Detroit,
that ain't what cost them the game. Jared Goff is Cody. He started throwing picks left and right.
man, listen, 13 people, you missing somebody. I'm not saying that 100% blew the game because they were still winning before that, but that's a lot to try to overcome, especially against
Who
a
they
good
use
team.
on
You can
offense?
do that. You can do that
Yeah,
against
I
a
knew I
juggernaut.
wasn't tripping. Hold on, I knew I wasn't tripping. NFC, yeah, Lions made it to the NFC Championship last year. It
That's
was a
the year
game they lost.
before. They didn't make it to the NFC Championship game. That was the Commanders and
I'm
Eagles.
looking at it.
The,
You
the
looking
year
at the
before
division.
that they played, yeah, the year before that they lost to the 49ers in the NFC Championship.
That was Redskins.
Yeah, that was the Commanders last year.
Yep, yep. Damn, they got killed too. Okay, yeah. I forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It wasn't it wasn't sweet. They thought it was sweet and they got cooked. All
So
right,
let me
Dang,
man.
ask
so
you,
he.
Listen, y'all let us know in the comments. Y'all let us know in the comments who
No,
y'all
I'm
got.
with y'all.
Who y'all putting into the playoffs? Who are the quarterbacks that y'all think that can make it work, make it shake to get you in the playoffs? Y'all let us know in the comments. All right, so let's look at this week coming up real quick. So we had the Rams versus the Eagles. We already talked about the Rams, so that's a good battle test. That was the divisional last year. The Eagles won that game in the snow. It was a fun game to watch. Saquon was going off. What y'all got? Who y'all got winning that game?
I got the Eagles blowing them out. That game was going to be a blowout.
Eagles?
The snow kept them in that game, and I stand on it.
Who they playing again?
The Rams. And they're in Philly.
I got Rams.
Okay. Now, Mitch, I'm telling you right now. So for this part of it, we have Mook versus me versus the field. So I just want you to know you representing everybody who's coming up behind you. So you picking for
Mm-hmm.
them too. So
Eagles at home.
Eagles at home.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
All right.
I'm gonna go Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
You asking that question to be like, yeah, I said what I said. That's hilarious.
I'm gonna go Eagles by double digits. I'm
I'm
gonna tell
going
you why.
Eagles, but not. I'm not
I'm
going
gonna tell
double
you why
digits,
though.
but I'm going Eagles. What's up?
I'm gonna tell you why. Before that snow came, that was gonna blow the Rams out. They had no answer for Saquon, and then
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts started running all over 'em. I'm telling you, the only reason the only chance they had was it started snowing because everybody know in the snow the receivers got the advantage because the receiver know which way they're going. In the snow
exactly.
it's slippery and it was cold. That's why the
Right.
receivers was running wide open. I mean, all you gotta do is watch the what's my guy name? Big Play Slay podcast. They was sleeping
Yeah.
everywhere. The receivers got the advantage. They know where they going.
Right.
It was wide open. They was playing a mile back. If you play
Yeah.
that
Now
game,
you can run
if you
slants
play,
and curl routes all day.
yeah, if you play that game in decent weather, it's not even close.
You said so. You saying the Rams? The Ram? Who? Or you saying the Eagles lost because it was cold?
No, Eagles.
No, the game was close. The game was close because it was snowing.
Right.
If it was if
But
it
the
was if
Eagles.
it was decent weather, the Eagles blow them out. I'm telling you.
I, I got Rams, bro. If I think the Rams can get a lead on them and make if they make Hurts throw that ball, I think it's over with. They gonna when you can just rush, you ain't got to worry about no run. They down. He not out dueling Matt.
You know, Barkley
Nobody
ran
got.
for 200 yards. You know,
We
Barkley ran
haven't.
for 200 yards on him twice.
They're not stopping. They not. I think the Rams. This is me. I think the Rams got the best offense in the league as far as they coach, the people they got on their team, how they run. That nobody gonna be able to stop that Rams offense all year. So if they get up on
The
if
Rams
they get up
barely
on
beat the
the Eagles,
Texans on Mitch. How do you feel that way?
our
They
defense is
barely.
elite. Our defense is elite. That's
Y'all
why
got the number one defense in the league,
top five.
What you
and they
think the Eagles
barely
got?
beat y'all. They beat
What you
y'all.
think
They
the
beat
Eagles
y'all
got?
basically on a fluke.
What you
Because
I
think
our
the
mean, he
Eagles got,
punched your
Mitch?
ball out, but still.
Mitch, what you think the Eagles is? Top liver? What you think the
Man,
Eagles is?
I said, man, I, bro, everything is hard to like I say. I get what you do. Everything I say, they won that Super Bowl. They 2-0. I can't say nothing against the Eagles, but I'm just saying what the Rams got, they could beat them next week for sure. They got a great
okay.
offense. Defense is good too. Jared
All right,
Verse, all them boys. Defense,
I'll tell you
yeah.
what. I tell you
all right,
what.
we gonna see. Go ahead, Mook.
I hope he finish the game because I think Jalen Carter gonna put him on his back.
Nah.
You know this is first game back, right?
Yeah, I know. I know.
And
No,
he
he played
ready.
last week. Didn't
No,
he?
no, no.
He
He
played
played
last
game.
week.
He played the first 2 weeks.
He played.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought he
he
got
played the first
suspended
two.
today.
Oh, Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
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 All right. So, okay, Broncos and Chargers. Who you got?
Me,
Mitch, go ahead, bro. Who you got?
Broncos, Chargers. Dang, I think it's gonna be a close game. Damn, they can go either way. I guess you got to go Herbert. I like Broncos. I think because I'm just going coaching on that. I guess Harbaugh. I think he's gonna out coach and probably win the game.
Okay.
Oh, Sean
All right.
Payton, him and Sean. Ooh, that's a tough one, bro. I can't
Now
lie. I'll
that's
go Broncos. I'm
you
gonna
going
go
Broncos?
Broncos.
All right, locking it in.
Yeah,
All right,
I
Mook,
got
what's up, bro?
Broncos.
What you thinking?
And I'm going Chargers because I dislike Sean Payton more than I dislike Justin Herbert. So
Bro,
I'm going I'm going for the Chargers. I think I don't like the way
same,
Sean
but
Payton did
also
Russ.
they're in LA. They're in LA too. So Chargers, I feel like the Chargers are gonna have a really good season this year. They're already off to a great start. I think they're just gonna blow it in the playoffs like they always do, because that's who they are. I think Justin Herbert's gonna get to the playoffs. Have a game for about 145 yards, 2 picks, 2 touchdowns, maybe a fumble, something like that. That's just calling it early. But outside of that, man, I think the Chargers will pull this off though. Regular season Chargers, they know how to do it. They're like the Clippers.
Them
So
division games be rough.
no facts. I think it's gonna be a close game.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. But I think the
it'll be
Chargers will
close for
pull it
sure.
off. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, Cowboys and the Bears. Mitch, who you got?
I'm rocking with for sure the Cowboys, man.
Oh, in Chicago? They in Chi-Town.
Cowboys, yeah, they got that, bro. I don't got no stock in Chicago. I don't got nothing. I don't got nothing for them boys, man. They out of there.
I feel you. What's up, Mook? What you thinking, bro?
And I'm going the Cowboys too. I told you, Dak having an MVP type season this year. So he
Bro, I'm
might
right
go
there
for
with you.
500 yards.
I
He
got
might go
I
for
got the
500
Cowboys
yards.
too. I think he'll throw for about 430 yards, the 430, something like that. Okay, cool. We pretty much on the same page. Cardinals, Niners, two undefeated teams,
I
same
got the
division. What
Cardinals.
we think?
I got the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm going Cardinals.
Okay, I think
Cardinals gonna be
that's a sweet.
sneaky. They're gonna surprise some teams.
I'm low key a Kyler Murray fan, bro. I ain't gonna front. I rock with him.
Because yeah, another Texas kid, another Texas man.
Yeah,
So for
you
sure,
already
I'm
know.
going Cardinals. I'm going Cardinals on that too. Okay, cool. And then Chiefs Giants. What's up?
Chiefs. That's no brainer.
The Chiefs are 0-2 right now.
That's why they finna thrash
What the
on
game
you.
is?
New York.
Fun fact. You know the Chiefs have never won in New York with the Giants? Beat the Giants?
So what you saying?
I think the Chiefs got a lot of problems. And I feel like they don't got no explosive player. I'm taking the Giants in a close
Uh,
one. I think it's a field goal win.
Ooh, okay. This one's tough. Because they are in New York. Both teams really need this. Now we saw the Chiefs go 3-3 and win the Super Bowl. However, you don't want to start 0-3 and then have to climb that mountain. Then the Giants, if they're gonna get to the playoffs, they have to win this game. Um,
Y'all got the Giants go to playoffs?
I'm thinking the NFC because the NFC is not scary. The AFC, absolutely not. But in the NFC,
Y'all got a
there's a.
spirit. Y'all got a
I
spirit.
didn't officially put them in yet. Like, don't get me wrong, but I think that I don't think it's just completely out of the question though, because in the NFC, outside of the top like 5 teams, that you can really have a conversation for a lot of teams. Like,
They third best. They fourth best in their division. They not better than the Redskins, Eagles, or the Cowboys.
okay, so let's look at this real quick. Hold on, let me go to the NFC East.
NFC, hey, they are fourth in the division though, bro.
No, not the NFC East. I'm talking about the NFC. All right, so in the NFC, real quick. Let me
The Packers the
see.
Yeah,
best
Green
looking
Bay.
team I don't seen though. The Packers might be the best looking team I done seen. Like in all of the
Oh
NFC.
yeah, the Packers are making good teams look bad until they play somebody
The
Yeah.
else.
Panthers.
All right, so look, here's who we know pretty much, short of any crazy injury, they're getting into the playoffs. We know that the Eagles are going to get in. We know Green Bay is going to get in. We know the Rams are going to get in.
We don't know that.
Arizona,
We don't know that. We don't know that.
they're getting in. Arizona's probably going to get in. That's 5. The Lions will probably get in. I mean, that's 5 right there with the Lions. And then you kind of splitting hairs, either Tampa Bay or Atlanta. That's 6. So whoever you don't choose, I could see not the Eagles, the Giants, the Vikings, Atlanta. They're all fighting. All 3 of them are gonna be San Francisco. They're all gonna be fighting for that number 7 spot.
Can I say
They'll
this
all
about
be fighting
Arizona?
for that number 7 spot.
Can I say this about
So
Arizona?
what's up?
We like Arizona, but we've
Yeah,
seen this book before from Arizona, where they start out
we have.
hot and Kyler Murray starts to take a beating as the season go on because he's a smaller guy,
Yeah.
and they gets real cold at the end and they miss the playoff. I've seen where they've started 8-0 and fall off the face of the earth. So I want to see Arizona do it for a full 17 game season because we've seen them get hot, be 6-2, and miss the playoff
No
like
facts.
more than one.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
I won't believe it in Arizona till they do it for a whole season.
no, I definitely agree with that. But I will go Chiefs to win this game. But even beyond that, I was on one of the homies pods earlier this week, and my boy Dom, he's from KC. He's actually from KC, and so he's a big Chiefs fan. But one thing I told him, I feel like this year one of the worst things that could happen is Patrick Mahomes going back to the Super Bowl. And I say it for this reason. The Chiefs refuse to get that man help. They don't want to pay anybody. We already know that. And they refuse to get him real help at the wide receiver spot. And Travis Kelce is for sure on his way down the hill. But if he keeps going to the Super Bowl, they're going to say, listen, let's figure out the other stuff and we'll just let Pat be Pat. But if they lose in the divisional round this year, maybe the AFC Championship, but before for sure the divisional round, I feel like that will give the Chiefs front office a wake up call to say, let's really get this man some help. and not like just try to draft a rookie to come in and try to get him to develop and prove da 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 da. No, we're gonna get somebody who's already proven in the league that we can match with Patrick Mahomes, that we can make it click now in order to win now. So if I'm the Chiefs, of course they want to win and Patrick Mahomes wants to win. But I think him getting back to the Super Bowl could be like the worst thing that would happen to him just going forward, because it's going to just keep pushing him back. And it's just going
Yeah,
to be like asking
yeah,
for him to get hurt.
I agree.
No.
I agree with that.
All
I think
right.
somehow Tyreek Hill. I think somehow Tyreek Hill gonna end back over there. He gonna end up back over there.
Think so?
I hope so. I hope
Yeah,
so. Even though Tyreek Hill on the way out he was being a little wild, because we not gonna forget Tyreek Hill was out there talking about some Tua throws the ball just as good as Patrick Mahomes. Like, we're not gonna forget he said that out loud. And all
yeah, he
Patrick
did.
Mahomes did after that was win 2 Super Bowls and go to 3.
And one more
So,
thing, Xavier Worthy been hurt. We not gonna sleep on that. He been him and Rice. They both hurt.
well,
He missed two
Rice is
receivers.
suspended. Rice is suspended
Okay,
until
Rice is
yeah, he's
you right.
suspended
You right.
until week 6, I believe. And then Xavier
Yeah,
Worthy is
yeah,
hurt. For sure, for sure. So you
yeah.
don't know
So he
fully what you
missing.
have. Yeah, you don't fully know
Yeah.
what you have until then. But by the time they both get back, and that's assuming that Xavier Worthy is healthy, you're still trying to build
Right.
chemistry with both of them all over again in the middle of the
Nah,
season.
you right.
So if he finds a way to make that work, even if they look just because remember he had Juju Smith-Schuster, he got him a big contract. But
He
then Juju
did.
went to another team. They were like, oh, no. That only works with Pat. We got to send him back. What's his name? Scanlon, same thing. Made him look like he was actually a good wide receiver. Didn't work. Send him back. Tony, same thing. Made him look halfway decent until he started talking way too much after he kept dropping the ball and fumbling.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. If I'm Tyreek, I'm thinking about the long play. Yeah, he can go to all these teams that's ready to win, but he's gonna be a rental. If I'm him, I'm thinking about the long play. Man, I know everybody ain't thought about this. I mean, I'm thinking Tennessee.
What?
Ooh.
No.
Let me tell you
No.
why.
Nah, that's what he gonna rest in peace.
Let me tell you why
That's
though.
exactly what's going to happen.
That's it. That's
That,
it.
that's
Let,
his
let me tell you.
retirement.
Let me tell you why.
Yeah, that's the retirement home over there.
I watch Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Cam gonna be different, bro. Mark my word. I said it first. Cam
I
gonna be
got you.
special. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
I watched them really be different. They just couldn't catch a cold. Really dropped like 5 passes back to back, like right in his hand.
I can't believe he got to this point. I thought he was gonna be way better than that.
And then they probably would have beat the Rams, your team,
That ain't my team. I'm
last week.
Houston. I'm like,
They would have beat your boy.
that ain't
They
my
would have
team.
beat your boy, Matthew Stafford. They
That
beat
ain't even my
Okay.
boy.
Bro,
Oh,
okay, so here's the thing though. That's not even like a good play in the long game, to keep it a buck. Because here's the thing, Tyreek Hill is 31 already. So he's only getting older. So he's gonna have maybe 2 more years being elite, then the last 3 years being a really good wide receiver to serviceable. And that's gonna put him at 36, 37. So just off of the strength of that, you want to win, because he said he wanted to win when he was in Miami. That's part of his problem now. He said he wants to win.
mm.
Why are you going to go to a team that these next 2 years, maybe 3 years, they're not even projected to be on that trajectory to win or get close
Let
to
me
a
tell you
Super
why.
Bowl?
Let me tell you why. Because you can build around a quarterback that's young. You can go
Why
get
not go?
you
Why
can
not
go
go to
get
the
pieces.
Ravens?
One thing
Why not
about
go to the Ravens?
having a young quarterback that's good, you can build around them. I like James Daniels right now. What they going to get? A lot of pieces for him. This is what I'm telling you. You
They
see,
didn't go
I
get a lot
see.
of pieces for
Let me tell you this. I can
pieces
see.
were already there.
Look, the Titans' defense is legit. They got a decent defense. The defense is not a problem. The offensive line ain't even horrible like that. The receivers. And they in a weak division.
They are in a weak division, but they're in a weak division. That just gets you to the playoffs. That doesn't get you to the Super Bowl because you still have to play who you have to play once you get into the playoffs. If I'm Tyreek Hill, get me to a team where we're going to win now. The future is not guaranteed in football. Like
Listen,
this isn't basketball where you can hurt yourself, be gone for a year, come back, and you still good. No, in football, you really got to do win here and now because that joint is fleeting. So if I'm Tyreek Hill and
I
I'm
see
going,
him with the Chargers too.
honestly, I was thinking the Chargers. However, I just don't trust Justin Herbert so much that I can't like really
Mm-hmm.
land on the Chargers like that. But I could,
Gotcha.
if I'm him, I'm going. I would look at like Tampa Bay wouldn't be a bad spot. They as with him and Mike Evans, that'll be tough. The Falcons are a good squad. If I'm gonna go to a young team, I'll go to the Falcons over going
49.
to Tennessee. Falcons look good. The Vikings are good. The Packers are good. The Lions are good. The Commanders are good. You can't. The Giants are good, depending on who's gonna be how Jackson Dart looks
the
and
Packers
who's
could be
there.
the number one because Reed ain't the number one.
And he's hurt. And so it's a twofer.
Yeah.
so he could go to the Packers and show out there. Like he has real options where he could play with the young to relatively young quarterback and be set up for the future. That's the move over going to Tennessee where you're like more so crossing your fingers and being hopeful.
But you got to have cap space too. You got to take on that contract.
I think at this point he's not gonna eat up the same amount of cap that he used to. Like he got paid what 2 years ago, 3 years ago. He got paid by I think it was 2 years ago. He got paid from Miami. He's not gonna eat up the same cap. He's not going in asking for what Justin Jefferson or Chase or any of those guys are asking for. He's asking for like maybe like that next tier. Which those guys, I mean, a lot of those teams, who's Green Bay paying for real right now? Like they've been able to space out those checks enough to where they should be good.
Yeah.
So
Well, they just paid Michael Parsons all that money.
Yep, they
that's
did.
a guy. Who else?
You know they getting ready to pay Jordan Love.
Okay, so that's the next year. So those aren't gonna be conflicting like that. Like they'll be good. I'll tell you, they'll be good. So just off of
Yeah,
the strength
yeah,
of that. And then Jordan Love's not gonna I don't think now we've seen crazy things. I don't know who his agent is, but I don't think they're gonna like the reset the quarterback market off of that or anything. So I don't think Jordan Love is
better
unless
not let him go. Better not let him go to the Bills. That's all I know.
I definitely agree with that. Now that would be petty if he went to the Bills.
Woo,
That
that's
would
gonna
be
be dangerous. Yeah,
some kind of petty if he went there and won.
that'll be dangerous.
All right, so y'all put it in the comments. Let us know how you feel. All right, Mitch, real quick. We like to do this at the end. Just do a little start bench cut. Ask a couple questions. Since you're from the
All
eight,
right,
I'm gonna go ahead and be
right.
disrespectful off the bat. Start bench cut. D Hop, Nico, or Dre? And Dre. Start bench cut.
Start bench cut. Okay, Dre, you gotta start bench
Okay.
Hopkins. Nico, my God, so I really like Nico, but I gotta cut him. He ain't did enough yet. You know what I mean?
Okay. Mook, you agree? You agree? Can you hear me? I don't know what Mook has. Mook is having technical difficulties. All right, so if I had to do it though, I'm starting D Hop, I'm benching Dre, and I'll cut Nico. But I think
Mm,
depending on what Nico does in the next couple of years,
yeah,
that could definitely be
yeah.
shit because
I like
Nico's a
I
beast for
like
sure.
He out
All
he a
here.
right, what?
beast.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear
Okay.
us?
Yeah.
Okay, Mook, who you got? Start
So who
bench
you got
cut
now? You got
Nico
start bench cut. You said Dre, Nico,
and D
and
Hop.
Hopkins.
Yeah.
I gotta cut Nico.
Okay, who's starting and who's getting
Yeah.
benched?
Starting I gotta bench Hopkins, and I
You
gotta
starting
start
Dre?
Dre.
Okay.
Yeah.
Start bench cut. Randy Moss, T.O., Calvin Johnson.
You asking me?
Go ahead, Mook.
Ooh.
You can start.
You first?
We got Calvin Johnson, Randy Moss, T.O.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna start Randy Moss.
Okay. This is where it's gonna get interesting.
I'm gonna bench
Who's getting benched?
I'm gonna bench T.O. and I'm gonna cut Calvin Johnson.
Ooh. You cut Megatron. Mm.
And I feel like the top three receivers of all time is Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and T.O. And I ain't gonna debate with you niggas.
Okay. What's up, Mitch? You got the same?
Oh, me? I'm
Yeah.
starting T.O. Bench Moss. I mean, yeah, bench Moss cut Calvin.
Okay, yeah, I'm with Mitch on this one. I'm starting T.O., I'm benching Moss, and I got cut Calvin Johnson, which is crazy because
T.O. run every route.
he does
T.O. run every route.
every
And he
single
break
one,
tackles.
every single one. All right,
He never
so
get hurt.
let's switch to running backs real quick. All in their prime, one has to go. Adrian Peterson, LaDainian Tomlinson, Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith.
Ooh.
The phone, you breaking up a little bit, bro. I didn't hear the last. I didn't hear you. Say it again.
Yeah. AP, LaDainian Tomlinson, Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith.
I'm gonna go.
Who's getting cut?
I'm cutting. I'm cutting the Damian Thomas.
That's Mr. Touchdown right there. He has a record for running back.
Man, you gotta win playoff games, bro.
You said Emmy?
You gotta win when they
Em-
matter. You gotta win games when
Mhm.
Emmett,
they matter.
okay, Emmett, AP, Barry Sanders, and LaDainian
Oh,
Thomas.
yeah, okay.
I'm Hall of Famer, but I gotta cut Damian Thomas.
Ooh. That's hard as hell.
Bruh.
I mean, it's either Emmett or LT you gotta cut.
They got three of them.
You gotta go LT. Emmett like all time leader, right? So you
Yes.
gotta go with LT. I like LT better, but you gotta go LT. I mean, you gotta cut LT. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like LT better too, but for the same
LT
reason.
catch out the backfield. LT catch out the backfield. He do everything, man. He can run routes.
Exactly.
I like
Okay,
that better. I like that
let's take it up a notch then. Start bench cut. AP, Barry, and Emmett.
better.
You gotta, you gotta, you gotta.
Shh. That's tough too, boy.
You gotta cut. I really, you know, popular opinion, in my opinion, right? My
Bro,
opinion,
say it with your
my
chest.
opinion. I really
Mm-hmm.
would. I really would cut Barry because I feel like he walked away from the game in his prime, and we'll never know. I seen AP carry a team 2,000 yards. Everybody knew he was getting the ball, and he didn't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
I can't unsee what I seen. You know what I'm saying? The violence that man ran with.
Here's the thing.
AP.
Here's my only pushback to that. Here's my only pushback to that. Um, Barry didn't have a defense. AP had a defense. That defense in Minnesota was still tough. That team was just missing a quarterback, and that's why Brett Favre was able to come and get them to the NFC Championship. They just ran into the bounty hunting uh, New Orleans Saints, but outside of that, like he had a straight team around him. Just saying. When we talk about Barry Sanders and the Lions, we just really talk about Barry Sanders. That's just my 2 cents.
That
Mitch,
was it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Mook, okay, wait. So you
Uh,
say you cut, but Mook, you say you're cutting Barry Sanders. Who are you starting? Who are you benching?
Hey, I'm starting
When you
Emmett,
start,
bro. He
you
got
started.
3 rings.
Please, okay.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what. We seen that Cowboys team, that same Cowboy team that won champions. We seen them without Emmett when they didn't pay that man. We seen once he got paid what that team do. Never look back. We seen that. He wasn't
Okay,
just a guy,
okay. So you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, bro. I hear you.
bro.
I hear. I'm and
All
now
about
and
team.
again,
All
Emmett
about
was not
team,
just a
bro.
guy. I got you. I got you. Emmett was not just a guy, but I feel you. All right, Mitch, who you got? Start bench cut, bro.
uh, I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna cut Emmett, man,
Okay.
and start. I'm gonna start AP and bench Barry, and the
Okay.
only reason is because both of them boys got MVPs, man, of the league.
Yeah.
Damn, all 3 of them did. Oh, I'm gonna probably cut. I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna cut. I gotta cut Barry too. I gotta cut Barry because Emmett is the all time leading rusher in touchdowns, all that shit. He got all that.
He got 3 of
And
them
then
things too. He got 3 of them things.
yeah, you gotta almost start him. I'm gonna start him, bench AP, cut Barry. That's it.
I don't know about you, Josh, but me and Mitch, we like championship pedigree. That's what we like around
Yeah, yeah.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. When it comes to running backs, it's a little different. If we talking quarterbacks, I could get what you're saying. But running backs don't get to don't control the game the same way or as much as quarterbacks do. And it's not basketball. So I can't just put a Super Bowl on one player like that. So I'm not even gonna really factor in the Super Bowls. It's cool, but in football, especially with the team that Emmett won with, that was super a team win. The amount of Hall of Famers that were on that team on offense and defense. Like you could like the all decades team is basically made up of the Cowboys and the Steelers. so but when you look at the all decades team, like you'll have like a random person like a Barry Sanders on there. But it will be just him. He'll be the lone representative from his team. Nobody on his team was even in the question for it. So that's for that.
here.
Uh
People. This is why Josh recordings keep breaking up. Because he talking foolishness. Now you said this. Now you said
here's
him
here's the
this
thing.
man.
It's not breaking up.
I'm
But
with him
here's the
on that
thing.
though. I'm with him on that. I'm with him on
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, see, Mook just talks with his feelings. So it's cool. I get it. Some people talk with their feelings.
No, 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 no.
Uh
No, no, no.
Barry, Emmitt Smith, and imagine this: Emmitt Smith had the best offensive line in the NFL while he played. So he was supposed to get a lot of yards. If you're a great running back and you have a great offensive line and you have great wide receivers around you and you have a great defense getting you the ball back, you're supposed to produce. If you don't produce, you're the problem. Like, okay, when Emmett wasn't playing, the guy behind him couldn't do what Emmett did. I didn't expect him to. Because Emmett
Okay.
is Emmett.
Let me
So
ask you
I'll
this.
never take that away. Hold on, no. Let me finish. So that plus Emmett Smith played 5 more years than Barry Sanders did,
Mhm.
but only has 3,000 more yards than Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders played on the team where you're not going out there with the wide receiver. You're not going out there with the tight end. You're stacking the box. There is no reason. You're like, okay, we're playing the Lions. We already know. 8 in the box from the start of the game to the end of the game. And with that being said, and for him to go his career where he was the guy and he was one deep,
Mhm.
and all that separated them over 5 years is 3,000 yards. Boy, please. If Barry Sanders played for the Cowboys, he would have had all the same Super Bowls. There wouldn't have been a single Super Bowl that Emmett had that Barry wouldn't have been able to get being on that team with everything that team had to offer. There
Okay.
is a reason why everybody calls Barry the best. So,
Okay.
if I did mine, I'm starting Barry, I'm benching AP, and I'm cutting Emmett respectfully because he was a dog. However,
What?
it is what it is.
I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just say this right here.
Yeah.
It's clear that Josh, if he was a football player, he played for the Oohs and Ahs. Because that's the only thing that Barry achieved. The Oohs and
Barry, my
Ahs.
favorite out of all of them.
Barry, I like Barry, but he played for the Oohs and Ahs because
Mm-hmm.
it played for
That's about the team
championship.
that he was on.
Man,
Emmett could play for championships because of the team
let
he
me
was
ask you
on,
this.
not because he was the Michael Jordan of the team. What are you talking about? He
Let
played
me
with
ask you this.
playmaker. He play, like
Mike got to cut AP. Mike got to cut AP, dog.
Let me ask you
I
this though.
don't know. It's a tough one, man. It's a good
Let
one,
me ask you
man.
this
I mean,
before we close out. Let me ask you this before we close out. You don't think
I'm
Barry
here.
Sanders could have played for another team? He chose not to do that. He chose to retire.
that's the only knot. He stopped early, man.
He stopped early because he stopped early obviously because the team was trash and it was taking a toll. But
And they wouldn't
also
trade him.
but also football and the way that the contracts were back then weren't like they were today. So it wasn't so the same way that the shelf life was short, it was short back then in the same way it was today. You're getting more money from the team that you on. So you're that's it's kind of like you trying to get paid as well. So and also he was trying to be loyal to Detroit because he rocked with Detroit. Would I prefer him to go to another team where he could just drive and won and da da da? Sure. Did he? No. However, he also led the league in rushing for half his career, not for nothing.
But you know what,
And
bro?
Emmett was there. Emmett was there while he was doing it.
You know what? We just have to agree to disagree, bro. We just put it in the chat.
Yo, put it in the comments. Let us know. Start, bench, cut, and let us know your reason. You got Barry the Goat Sanders, Emmett the super duper. I don't know. Emmett the super duper. I don't know. Figure something out for that. And then you got AP. Y'all let us know in the comments who y'all got. Yo, Mitch, I appreciate you pulling up, bro. I appreciate
Yes,
you, man.
sir. Appreciate
Yo,
the invite.
the tests are
Appreciate
gonna
the
be all
invite.
right, bro. Bro, the tests are gonna be all right.
Oh,
They,
we gonna be good. We gonna make the playoffs. That's all we need to do.
yeah. The bounce back starts this week against the Jags. Yo, Mook, my brother, you already
Yes, sir.
know. Y'all make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit us up on IG 365 Nothing Nice. Hit us up on TikTok 365 Nothing Nice. It's all love. We out. Nothing
Yeah.
nice.
Yes, sir.